Manual for announcing courses and reporting. For all teachers in RSVK Trust and its many sister trusts, effective 2015-16 fiscal year. Announcing courses for an entire year. Better planning. Participants discover more programs. Announcing courses. All teachers shall use Form 1 shown next page to announce the list of courses they plan to conduct for the entire fiscal year, April-March. This Form 1 shall be filled in center-wise, and so, it shall contain one or more category of courses, such as CHC, ISP, etc. dates, from/to, and the teacher's name shall also be filled in. Don't worry, if for some reason these dates have to be changed later, or a course is to be cancelled, it can still be done later on. A filled-in Form 1 shall be sent by email/scan to rsvk.org@gmail.com. The central backend team shall update the portal www.rsvk.org/events, where it shall be published. Any teacher who feels it necessary to change course dates or cancel a particular announced course shall email rsvk.org@gmail.com. Form 1. Course and center codes. All course codes and center codes shall be generated centrally from RSVK. It shall not be created by any RSVK teacher or volunteer. And even if so done, it shall be invalid and not acceptable in reporting. Please obtain your center code and course codes from your zonal head or alternately by mailing rsvk.org@gmail.com. All course fees shall be system defined for a fiscal year, and these cannot be manually edited by any teacher or volunteer. If any course donation change, an approval in writing from zonal head is compulsory. Form 3 is to be used for this purpose. The approved change request shall be emailed to rsvk.org@gmail.com. Registering participants online. Many benefits to teachers, and finally RSVK as well. Why should we do this? Each participant shall be registered on the system, and only once. RSVK shall always store his or her records, so this step need not be repeated anywhere within RSVK ever again. The system generates the receipt automatically, no need for the teacher to write a receipt manually at all. The receipt is sent as a SMS to the participant in the form of an e-receipt directly by the system. On the day of registration, it goes as an acknowledgement. On the day the payment reaches RSVK Central Collection Bank account, the e-receipt is sent. As a result, the system generates the course participant list for initiation day, so the teacher need not prepare this list. In future, the system can be used by teachers to send SMS messages to their meditators in bulk regarding programs/satsangs, etc. Registering participants. There's a simple 3-step process. It can be done by a participant directly, or a course volunteer, or by the teacher. Requires any internet-connected device, PC, laptop, smartphone, tablet, anything, with at least a 2G internet connection. The entire 3 steps takes between 80 seconds to 30 seconds per participant, depending on the connection speed. In very slow connections, it may take about 60 seconds max. Each participants may pay by cash to teacher, check to teacher, online payment, by credit/debit card or internet banking. So, what happens when you register each participant? The system instantly generates an acknowledgement SMS and sends it directly to the participant. In next pages, we shall see each step in detail. Step 1. As you can see, it is very simple. Discover your event from the list and click on it. You will see your course details. Copy the event code from this page. You need to do this just once. Click on the Register button. Step 2. You will see the above page next. Just click on the Donate button. A new browser window shall open. Do not close this Step 2 window, which means this screen of Step 2 should remain until you finish all registrations. It will save you a lot of time/effort. Remember, if you, as a teacher or a volunteer, are registering participants, do not change the number of participants to more than 1 here. If a participant is directly registering himself or herself, and there are more than one from the same family, then they can adjust this number. Step 3. These details are available in the form signed by the participant. Each participant must be registered separately so that we are able to capture everyone's details. First, paste the course code that you copied in step 1. Cell phone numbers must always be 10 digits and you must enter it starting with only 91. If a participant does not have a cell phone, then a page's cell phone must be entered. If that is not there, then the teacher's phone may be used. Cell phone is very important as the receipt is sent via SMS to the participant phone. If cell phone number is wrong or landline number is entered, they will not get the receipt. Email address is also important as the receipt is also sent via email. If no address is available, then enter it as fistnum@lastnum.org. Enter full address, including PIN code. Select the mode of payment of participant. Finally, in the end, enter the full name as their username and password as their phone number. Now click the Finish button. Step 3. Register participants using this form below. All fields marked with asterisks are compulsory. Paste code where shown. Enter cell phone number carefully and correctly, starting with just 91. Otherwise, they may not receive a receipt. If they don't have email, enter their fistnum@lastnum.com. For example, if the participant's name is G. Lalita, then enter email as g@lalita.com. Finally, in the end, enter the full name as their username and password as their phone number. Now click the Finish button. Step 4. This is not really a step, but a simple process to avoid wrong data entry. This step is only required when a teacher or volunteer is registering the participants or when more than one participant is being registered at the same time. Explanation equals when the first participant is registered and the username and password are entered, the system creates an account for them and logs them in. To avoid the next participant's data to be combined with the previous account, we follow step 4. Just go to My Account link and click on Sign Out link on that page. Finally, close this browser window. The first window where step 2 was completed will still be open. Repeat by pressing the Donate button there. Depending on the device, sometimes this button may be inactive. In such cases, just refresh the screen, but do not close this window. It will activate this button. Repeat step 3. Your device will remember the code you copied in step 1. Handling end of cost donations. Donations from participants. It is normal for RSVK teachers to announce and solicit donations from participants to financially support one or more RSVK projects. It is equally normal for many participants to offer donations in this regard. The following steps shall be used to register these donations online, and the system shall issue them the receipts, as seen earlier. Registering these donations. The participant or teacher/volunteer may log in to www.rsvk.org and click on Donations Fees link. Select the appropriate donation group or project concerned to which the donation is intended for. If donation is in general to RSVK, then select General Donations, enter amount donated by participant, click Donate this. Enter donation code in Cost Code field, along with your center code and month/year as below. Example, Psych WFD 0515. Where Psych equals donation made during CCOS in Kannada. Where WFD equals Whitefield center code. Where 0515 equals May 2015 mm/E. Follow the same procedure listed in page 19 for depositing cash/check in RSVK Central Collection Bank account. First, enter donation code in Challen, then scan and send via email to rsvk.org@gmail.com. Reporting. Cost report for initiation. Initiators may contact rsvk.org@gmail.com 1-2 days before initiation day for the list of participants for their respective centers. They shall receive a report via email which they can print locally and use for initiation day. Cost donations. The cost donations collected from participants, both cash plus check, if any, shall be deposited in the RSVK Central Collection Bank account on or before day 3 of the course. The bank account details are: name of account, Rishi Samskriti Vidya Kendra Central Collection. Account No. Bank name. Branch. IFSC code. The course code, same as in step 1, must be entered in the challenge, as shown below. The deposit challenge shall be scanned/photographed using any phone/tablet and emailed to rsvk.org@gmail.com. Form 2A, Course Expenses Voucher. This voucher shall also be filled in on day 3 of the course, signed and scanned/photographed. It should be emailed to rsvk.org@gmail.com. The hard copy may be submitted to the RSVK Central Office via normal post or by hand at the next available opportunity. Within 2 working days, the course expenditure funds shall be credited to the RSVK issued SBI debit card in possession of the teacher. Form 2B, Course Completion Report. This Form 2B needs to be completed by the teachers on/before the final day of the course. Total course donations equals amount paid toward course expenses by participants at the beginning. Course minus any donations equals amount paid by participants at the end of course. It may be scanned/photographed and sent via email to rsvk.org@gmail.com. The hard copy may be submitted to the RSVK Central Office via normal post or by hand at the next available opportunity. Further information. For any clarification regarding this manual or its contents, please contact the following RSVK trustees: T. Mohan Reddy G via email at cmohan1@gmail.com or Vishnu Konduru G via email at vishnu.konduru@gmail.com.